Morning to all once again. I welcome you all the participants, to our second session of today. So this session is handled by Dr. Saravanan, Dr. Saravanan, who is the current principal of Telangi Institute of Technology, Hyderabad. It is an honor for me to introduce our chief guest for this session. Dr. Saravanan has completed his BE and ME from Tyagaraja College of Engineering, Madurai, and he has completed his PhD at the Anna University main campus, Gindi at Chennai. He has additional qualification and has completed a diploma course in maintenance management at Annamalai University in the year 1997. And he also holds a diploma in production management from the National Institute of Industrial R&D, Chennai. He has a total teaching experience of 21 years, a research experience at DRDO of 6 months, as well as an industrial experience of 3.5 years. Moving on to his academic performance indicators, he has a score of 2,172, which is a whopping 86.86% as per the UGC tables. He has various publications and research-oriented journals with more than 120 plus international journals. He has attended national and international conferences of about 44 in number. He has 2 national journals and he has published 5 technical books. He has produced 2 research scholars under his guidance, and another 2 scholars are waiting for their thesis submitted, who have submitted the thesis under his guidance. He is also an editorial member for 14 international journals and a reviewer for 19 international journals. He has participated in around 142 various co-curricular events like conferences, FTPs, seminars, and workshops, and has organized 11 of such events himself. And he is an association member of around 5 professional bodies. Currently working as the principal designated as professor at Telangi Institute of Engineering and Technology, Hyderabad. We welcome you, sir, and we are waiting to hear your valuable session for this Atal FTB program. I hand over the session to you, sir. You can proceed with your session. Thank you very much.
Thank you. So, good morning to all. I pray and hope you are safe and healthy at this time. So, before I start this session, I thank to the management of Annamalai College of Technology, the chairman, the principal, the HOD and team have the wonderful effort to launch the short-term training program and faculty development program for sensor technology in industrial application. It is old topic, but very hot topic. Every day we are living with sensor. Okay. Before they go to that, just I introduce. Everyone can hear, please.
Yes, sir. It is audible.
Okay. Thank you. So, warm welcome to all. Actually, sensor is not new for us. Okay, every day we are living with sensor. So we are talking about what is sensor, where it is placing. It's very boredom and it is very fundamental. So we are every day we are living where we are living along with the sensor only. For using the watch typing, touch phones, scanning QR codes, billing, supermarkets, linking for registration, face, watch videos, everything we are using link, Aadhaar-based biometric systems, face lock, voice lock, tracking term, smart city, smart banking, etc. We are talking about everything based on sensor only. So in this session, we are designing that what is sensor, how we can apply for the industrial applications, how we can proceed for the research. It is very important. So now we are most of us we are working in engineering colleges and multidisciplinary field. We are joined together to create new sensor. For example, at this COVID-19, we need more kind of sensor. After post-pandemic period also, we need more sensor for meeting the productivity requirements. So the more give importance for the industry 4.4, because 4.0 is in the use of sensors and automation technology is high priority with the IoT. See, everything enabled with sensors. The origin is sensor. First, we learn certain fundamentals. So we are structure in this session is brief how we are planning the R&D for the material for sensor. What are the how we can apply for the industries, electronic and mechanical industries, electronic industries, aeronautical industries, and medical industries. So how we are applying, how we can develop the new material for future our requirement. It is need for now, so that we can. I design this presentation like that. I hope you are enjoying this. Okay, a brief history. In 1960 onwards, we are working for the sensor. It's very happy to know about it, because Siemens developing in 1960 temperature-based sensor, a copper resistor. We know that a single crystal quartz, its resonance capability and the piezoelectric properties now widely applied still on date. So it's when a silicon property, we are producing more number of silicon. So now we are using silicon is using for physical phenomena into electrical output. So ongoing development of material technology and permit better control for material property, behaviors, and offering possibilities for new sensors and advanced features such as greater fidelity, lower cost, and increased reliability. It is possible now. So what is sensor? First, we must understand. I asked one question about it. Suppose the elephant is flying. What do you think? Wow, what a wonder! The elephant is flying. The aircraft is flying. We do not say as wonder, because we know that the technology brings that more weight of the than elephant is flying. So what is the technology behind it? We are not apart from the nature. We understand the nature and convert into useful form to create the new things. It may be more than that nature. So we are very proud that we become, because we are engineer, we create the world. How can we create it? We must understand what is the physical and chemical effect of the sensor and sensor-based material. Then we can use it for wastefully when the suitable application. For example, the ambiguous application, I tell you that a simple example. Suppose I am trying to design a diaphragm pressure gauge. Okay, I take a diaphragm and a material, any material. So suppose applying pressure energy, what will be the effect? The effect will be displacement will be there because of pressure. At the same time, the strain of the material is also included in the displacement. So the pressure measurement may not be accurate due to the combination of the displacement and strain. So the alternative I'm using piezoelectric material as a diaphragm. I apply the pressure energy. The induced some electrical charge or inductive capacitance may be used to transmit for the pressure. It is maybe more accurate. So it is a simple example for you for understanding the need for the sensor. And first we understand where we are. We are living around the sensor. We are using the sensor for various applications: voice typing, touch phones, scanning QR codes, building a supermarket, building the supermarket, link for registration page, watching video, other based biometric systems, face lock, voice lock, talking term, smart city, smart banking, everything is based on sensor. Right? So sensor is very not with very essential and very familiar with us. So we are designing that in this session on the R&D based, research and development based. We are designing that. So I'm saying an example. I once again repeat the example. that suppose how we are selecting the designing for the sensor. So understand the physical and chemical effect is very, very useful for transduction of the exact transduction of the measurement. For example, say I take this diaphragm. Pressure, use the diaphragm for pressure gauge. I'm saying example. So suppose I'm using the diaphragm material, so some other material I'm using for diaphragm. The mechanical and pressure energy applied on the diaphragm, what happened? The combination of displacement and strain will be reflected in the secondary. So it will be the accurate, the measurement may not be accurate due to addition of strain of the material. So alternatively, I am selecting piezoelectric material as a diaphragm. So apply the pressure and mechanical energy. The piezoelectric material induces the electrical charge or capacitance. This effect can be used for infer the pressure. So first we understand what is sensor element and compound sensor. Sensors include the physical packaging and external connections. The electrical, optical, just simply reflect these properties. Sensor element is the fundamental transduction mechanism, that is material. They convert one form of energy into another. We are focusing sensor element now. There are some of the sensor may incorporate more than one sensor element. Is called compound sensor. Next we discuss about some of the static and dynamic characteristics for the sensor. What are static characteristics for the sensor is accuracy, distortion, hysteresis, minimum detectable signal, non-linearity, sensitivity, and threshold. Same hysteresis can come into dynamic effect also. Dynamic error response, noise, operating rate, repeatability, step response. These two kind of characters we are using in the sensor. Maximum we are using 6 forms of energy for measuring the using input of the sensor. For example, mechanical energy used for measuring the length, area, volume, all time of derivatives. It is a linear angular velocities, linear acceleration, etc. The thermal energy we can use for temperature measurement, specific measurement, entropy, heat flow, and state of matter measurement. So electric energy we can use for measuring the electrical properties of voltage, current, charge, resistance, inductance, capacitance, dielectric constant, polarity, electric field, frequency, and deployment. So magnetic energy used for field intensity, flux density, magnetic moment, and permeability. Radiant energy we can use for intensity, phase, wavelength, polarization, reflectance, transmittance, refractive index. So chemical energy we can use for composition, concentration, reaction, pH value, oxidation, and potential. So how we can use this energy for transduction principle? It is in this table we know that mechanical, suppose the fluid, we take this, example diaphragm, we can measure the friction effect, friction calorimeter, cooling effects, example thermal flow meters, depending piezoelectricity, piezoelectric sensitivity, resistivity, capacity, inductive effect we can measure. Similarly, thermal, we use of thermal input, thermal expansion we can use for the bimetallic strip. For using the, for example, there is the iron bath, the temperature control is the bimetallic strip. We know that. So Seebeck effect, thermal resistance, zero electricity, we can use that. Johnson effect. The radiation thermo-optical effect we can use for liquid crystal radiant emissions. Similar reactive activation we can use for chemical energy. So electrical input we can use for this kind of measurement. For example, charge collectors and electro-optical effects, And this kind of measurement can use the input of electrical energy. So magnetic energy we can use for this kind of application. We can use for that. So radiant energy, similarly, we have the radiant energy, we can use it. Okay. So what is the sensor? Two kind of sensor. Self-generating sensor, that is simply say that we can say that self-generating sensor is one, we are giving one form of energy, the output is one form of energy. For example, piezoelectric material, the mechanical pressure is applied, the electrical charge will be output. So this is called as self-generating sensor. So another one is the modulation type sensor. Modulation type sensor is more than one form of energy we are using for transducing energy form of output energy of the form of three. For example, a fiber optic magnetic field sensor in which magnetostatic jacket is used for converting the magnetic field into induced strain into optical fiber. So resulting changes in the cage length of the fiber measured for interferometry. So the more than one sensor, more than one form of energy using for modulation kind of sensor. What is smart sensor? Smart sensor is, it's another kind. It is, we can call it as intelligent sensor also. So what is the basic principle is the sensor compression must be hidden internally, must be transparent to the host system. So we cannot see output on the HD. For example, in the mobile phone can change your voice, change your face, everything there we can change your mobile phone. Because it is a multi kind of sensor is compressed in a single form. It's called smart sensor. So what are the potential advantages for smart sensor concept? So but it is a smart sensor have low maintenance, reduced downtime, the higher reliability, fault tolerant system, adaptability for self-calibration and compensation, lower cost and lower weight, less complex in articulation. So how the sensors evolve? The sensors evolve without any forces because some of the potential force driven for make the sensor. What are the conditions for evolving new sensor? So economic conditions, suppose using the demand for product for competitive advantage. I want to introduce new kind of cell phone, so better and fast and cheaper manufacturing of the product. So something we can economic we want to do, that aspect we can invent the new sensor. Second one, regulatory. For example, in the COVID-19, everyone must be measured in temperature of the human being. So that regulatory by the government, we can mandate requirement, we can design the sensor for it. Example, automotive, FAM, emission control, and safety measures, we are designing sensor. Third one is government wants sensor. That is the defense for defense and some other police department, some protection department, service department, they want sensor for protecting us and the environment from the hazardous things. That kind of demand driven us for creating the sensor. So this apart from these three potential, the university plays important role for awarding PhD and higher studies based on the research. So all the four kind of potential drivers for inventing new kind of sensor. So I want to give an example of the research incident that a course of research, the photo deposited zinc oxide silicon substrate to make a substrate acoustic wave devices. The researcher observed that they had difficulty in keeping resonant frequency constant during the humidity summer month. So research recognized the changes to the humidity, the level of the laboratory. So this induces the demand for improve the humidity sensor. Develop the humidity sensor. Another kind of potential, this the early quartz crystal microbalance were used for measure thickness of water deposition film. The research developed the idea of using quartz crystal balance for chemical sensing, as well as idea of using the coating for selectively observe mark. That is, by use of this, one parts per billion we can measure the vapor pressure, water vapor pressure. Some research potential sometimes what we are coming to convey the message is sometimes ongoing research potential, sometimes the driving force for creating new kind of sensor. So when we are going on the research, sometimes we face some difficulty. In this difficulty is one of the driving force for inventing new kind of sensor and sensor material. Trend for sensor materials and sensor developments. So current sensor development trending towards increasing technical complexity in sensor system. Yes. The principal the technical drivers in sensor development may not be enabling and support technology other than material technology. One side is material technology improving material technology. Another side is enabling so we are supporting some other technology we want to support. Sometimes we are making a leverage for material development, non-sensing application we must be support. So university plays a frontier role in the kind of research. So how we are giving the important priority for the research for development the sensor. So we have two kind of options there. One is market pull and the technological pull. Market pull, we attract the market for our product. For application driven, particular application, we want to boost up the application from introducing automation and some other sophisticated technology, we can make the market pull for our product. It is one kind of pull. Another one is technology push, the basic innovation. Two kind of approaches there, reactive approach, proactive approach. So now if I'm saying example of present situation, it is a reactive time. So we do not know the COVID-19 attack is. In this time we want to react with the basic innovations. Now it is the first priority for the invention of sensor. Second priority goes for proactive. How preventing from the COVID-19, what are the measures we can? Now they recently invented one tag is there. In this tag is virus protection other tag. So some other we are inventing new every day we are inventing new kind of sensor based in reactive and proactive. So first and second priority we given for the sensor development. For first reactive type and second proactive type. Third priority given for market pull, the proactive, and the fourth priority we given for the market pull with the reactive cases. So how can obtain the potential for opportunity for driving the sensor, inventing the new kind of sensor materials? First, we check the sensor application and sensor technology. So description, note down the description of the sensor application needed and sensor technology available. So if we first we match with the requirement as well as available technology from the database. If yes, the contact application can be developed. If yes, for the contact sensor can be used for technologies. If no, we come to the reconsider the specification of the expectation. Suppose we can alter the application specification, we can review the we can use the standard form of sensor. So suppose we can unable to do, they then can identify the needs. We want to use the materials, inventing new materials for the sensor or enabling technology further than the material. So materials having the sensory property, but what the technology we are using for meeting the application requirement. So basically the application is most important for developing the sensor. So we are meeting the application is one of the important driven force for developing the sensor. So based on the material, suppose the material we want to process material, we want to understand the material behavior and material processing technology, then we will fill the knowledge gap and incremental improvement and breakthrough the application for the particular requirements. So what are the key descriptions we are using for sensor? So transduction, for it is a self-generating or a modulation. With this kind of description we are using. What mode of transduction? It is a direct and with respect to measure parameters, we can directly measure the parameters or in that we infer the measurement. So third one is measurement of scale. Which scale we are going to measure the sensor? Is it nano level or micro level or milli level or macro level? Which level you are going to measure using the sensor. So next one is the implement part of what is the scale of our project. So what is the single point and multiple point? Integrate a single point and multiple point we have to measure. So integrating, how we are integrating technology, arrays and format of the sensor system, integrating signal, how we integrating the signal processing, what is the channel, how much channel we can given for the communication. These are the things. Okay. In further we can implementation, we are facing the multiplexing, that is a multiple application modes, non-contact with contact type, remote, in-situ, and invoice and non-invoice. Invoice means we can measure within system. Where non-invoice means it is not contact, non-contact. It is outside we are measuring. So non-destructive or destructive type. These are the implementing techniques we are aspect we are the sensor. The sensor another descriptor is reliability. So how long would the sensor is working? So most of the complaints in the hotels that the wash basin is working for a few days. After that, not working. Water is totally blocked. The purpose is absolute for the wash basin. So in this time, they're bypassing the system. So lifetime is very important for this reliability performance. So multi-use with single use, calibrating and accuracy drift. I want to say one thing, an example. When we are working for Akash missile in the DRDO, we are concentrating the full mistake proofing system. What is the mistake proofing system mean? So suppose any cost we can complete, any cost or any time, any malpractice may be happen. We want to complete the result will be very good. That will be assigned task. For example, we are launching the missile. After launching the missile, what is the lifetime? We can able to think about lifetime of the missile, just 48 seconds. Within the 48 seconds, we can track to the target and hit the target. During that time, the air bottle, the compressed air is there. Compressed air will be filled with the air bottle. The air bottle release the air for activating pneumatic system for wings of the pitch air movement where wings are there. It will be activating this. So, suppose the air bottle fails, what happens? One missile cost is, at that time is 2 crores. Now it will be cost will be more. So 2 crores out. Again, out of cost, the another danger is sometimes hitting the another target means do lots of human, lots of good things also. So our accuracy of sensor must be very high, but reliability. So in the reliability, what we are thinking is, so we are using the Prokayaka system, that is a mistake proofing system. Suppose the air bottle is failed to release means the electronic motor will be operated that will navigate we can use the wings adjustment at that time. So primary importance we are given for the pneumatic system. Suppose the pneumatic system is failed, it will be automatically activate the electronic system. The electronic system, small electric motor will be drive the wings, and within what is the time bound? It's within 48 seconds we have to do this. It is very difficult, very challenging also. So in this time, so reliability of the sensor is very much. So ecosystem mode. What is the ecosystem mode? There is a continuous or discrete. How we are using the sensor? Continuous or discrete mode, threshold or peak mode we are using. How we are going to integrate? What a character aspect of the sensor description is response time. It is the response. Suppose your computer is slow, what happens? Will be get frustrated. What a computer? You throw it away. My giving input, half an hour it will be coming out. We are getting infatuation. That sensitivity, that is response time is very important. So sensitivity, how sensitivity, the resolution, the range, what kind of range we can use, linearity. So linearity means a proportion. What are the input we are giving proportion to the output? So linear, how much it is linearity, it will be bigger. So limit of deduction. How much we can able to deduct using this particular sensor material. So selectivity, how can we, it is comfortable, or if you can select the material but it's not available, what happens? We can't do anything. So selectivity must be including the availability, so accuracy and repeatability, and that is the precise. And so what are the concerns we are facing sensor? Means sensor the packaging, how we are compressing the small component of the sensor. Sensor should be, suppose we are with the camera or watching something. So it is very minute, we want to packaging. So size, weight, isolation, thermal, electromagnetic and mechanics, chemical, optical, so many ways we are facing the constraint. So overcome this constraint and design the sensor. Finally, we come to economic consideration. So the development and acquisition, manufacture, life cycle. So these are the economic aspects that we have to consider for manufacturing material for sensor. So research and development need for this sensor. So don't, for example, my advice is do not go test the high risk in item first. How we are going to use the sensor for research. So there are three categories. Low risk study. What is a low risk category means? So involve relative minor modification in existing system with incremental expansion and achievement of sensor performance envelope. That is minor modification we can do. It will be creating better effect than before. So we can start with the low risk, then go for a medium risk. Some technical alternate technology concept we can use for this, and inventing new materials or inventing new sensor. So high risk is entirely we are going for designing the new materials, new mechanism system, or new design the new materials. For example, now we are starting one research. That is the research is called shape memory alloys used for sensor. We are not directly using shape memory alloys. We are using shape memory alloys as a composite for using the designing sensor. We are going research is there. So high risk is there. How we are given the combination of this material that is a composite for given the target application. The overview of the material for sensor. I don't know that where different driving forces are there for technology approach, commercial market pull, multi application, life cycle management and regulatory demands to give the birth to new sensor. So where we need the materials for sensor. For suppose we are intelligent manufacturing system, say 3D printing. once they're giving the car driving, it will be automatically produce a component. So that kind of manufacturing, intelligent manufacturing, we are using the CNC machine, we are also using numerical code for using sensor, we are doing the intelligent manufacturing. So second kind is safety related issues. This kind of application range from aircraft monitoring to environmental hazardous chemical. The wide range of application we can find the safety related areas. So all our production industries. So we in sensor the application we are producing for the industry. So industry we are manufacturing the sensor, then they supply for the application. So we are not deviating from the topic. Suppose you want to enhance the quality or safety, comfort automobiles, for greatly enhanced use of the sensor. So suppose you want to reduce the cost of manufacturing and the frequency of the defect must be reduced using this sensor technology. The sensor-based monitoring system, engine oil monitoring system, is useful for allowing us for changing the oil at proper time, and we can avoid the degradation of the engine. So sensor can be detect the corrosion and metal fatigue in the older aircraft, leave that expensive externally applied for inspection procedure. So suppose the aircraft inspection is more cost incurred. In that situation, we use the sensor for measuring that. So cost of measurement can be reduced by using the sensor technology. That is the point. So we made the government regulatory requirements for including the application of chemical effluent, suppose the reducing the bombs and environment hazardous gas leakages. You can find using the sensor with the economical and quality of life is very important. That time we can use the sensor. So military applications. Sensor is majorly using in the military applications, because suppose you are identify the smart weapons or design the smart weapons. These will be sensor is must. So we are developing necessary information about the target and weapons launched and detect the weapons launched and onboard sensors employed. Okay. Aeronautical Space Administration is mainly employed based on the sensor. That is chemical composition of the temperature of the atmosphere is measured, and then it is for the pilot, they given information to the pilot. Need for the material sensor. That is so numerous toxic organic compounds, chemical welfare agents, obsolete system may be, for example, the dispatch yard in the waste management system. The solid waste management system, very many kind of waste you are dumping in the yard. Sometimes hazardous gas may be involved. So in this situation, we can use the sensor to identify the toxic organic compounds. Sometimes industrial gas pipelines leakage and others to the human beings. It will be used to sense by the sensor. So for low volume production or for sample production or dye production, so we are using the sensor. So in military, it is very military aircraft and the military kind of components are highly personalized. You cannot, previous model is not available. In that time, sensor is very useful for manufacturing the design. It is everything confidential, they cannot say anything. So if the confidential material do not have the prior reference. They want to machine the confidential component accurately, means it is not a mass production, it is a batch production. That is a batch production or single discrete production. In this kind, sensor is very specialized in need for the prohibitive too. The Taguchi concept, we know that the inspection in is a high cost of quality. So after finding the quality and fix the error and remake the part, it would not be, we cannot meet the quality level. So inspection, ongoing inspection is very recommended. So quality must be integral element of the manufacturing process. So in this concept, sensors play a vital role because manufacturing process integrating with the sensor element is for controlling the process parameters. So this is effect where now we can do the research. We can know the formula for identify the what kind of setting we need for desired effect. Suppose surface roughness, this much surface roughness means I can calculate what kind of setting for the tool, electrode tool gap or tool feed rate or flow rate of the fluid. Everything we can estimate for the desired purpose. Based on the estimates, how we can accurately set on the machine, simultaneously bring together for manufacturing at the time of a component is launched. That is using the sensor. It is helpful for meeting that kind of requirements. So in this approach, the sensor monitoring all the process parameters simultaneously, including gas, temperature, pressure, composition, then act accordingly to manage itself and produce effective components. Okay. But the sophistication and complexity of the material processing increase the sensor. Sometimes a new kind of material we are going to try for research or producing many new components. We want to examine even the grain size and growing rate, growth during the processing, location of the nucleation site, various kind of data we need. It may be required in nanoscale or a micro scale. It's a surface morphology texture we will need. So for understanding the initial behavior of a certain material or machining of a certain material, the sensor is play important roles. Okay, online control process highly disabled use the hazardous and toxic chemicals involved in the factory. In the situation, we are not using robot, we are using simply the sensor-based activation system. It will be okay. So I want to reproduce by reproducibility. We need the institute type of sensor for the measurement, online measurement. So role of materials for sensor in the intelligent processing advanced materials. Intelligent processing advanced materials include a closed loop, that is self-directed control system. Self-directed control system is this based on the feedback it adjusts itself and they producing the component. It is exactly opposite to the conventional method of manufacturing. Intelligent processing system exemplify the process control strategy where the process regarding material changes, chemical changes, flow, deformation, what are the changes, evaluate the changes and evaluate the current adjustment and give the based on the adjustment requirement, it automatically give the adjustment of the process parameters. So intelligent processing system demonstrates a process control strategy. So it is continuously evaluating the dynamic adjustment of prediction of the process parameter and the process repeatability, the process yield, and the consistent property. So, for example, contour machining in the electrochemical machining. So, what happens? We want to maintain the electrode gap consistency. Suppose contour like that means the same gap might be maintained in the up and down. So what happened? We can, based on the profile, it will be constant gap must be maintained. Otherwise, the property of the machine will be different. The material removal rate, surface roughness, and heat generation. So many factors will be different. Suppose gap is changing. Even small parameter changes, they incur many kind of defects in the product. So in this kind of situation, we are using the sensor for calculating the gap available, measuring the gap of the on the workpiece, and based on the workpiece gap, workpiece profile, it will be adjust the sensor height. So the tool electrode should be move up and down based on the for maintain the gap between the electrode and the workpiece. So additive manufacturing is another kind of intelligent process system. We aware of that additive manufacturing, how it is working. So we can any kind of compound we can use profile, complex profile can be machined. So in this kind of manufacturing, totally the system is calculated based on the requirement of the CAD drawing to physical features of the manufacturing. Then based on the calculation, it will automatically adjust all the process parameters and finish the compound within the time. So what is the comparison between the previous manufacturing system and the intelligent manufacturing system? The post-prayer model and post-prayer statistics also incurred in the conventional manufacturing system. But in intelligent processing system, only within the process, everything included. That the processing time is be very less. So that is the life cycle can be reduced by using the sensor. Total intelligent manufacturing full of use of sensor materials. So the sensor material plays major role that for reducing the time of this lifetime of the product. That is a design to customer. The lifetime of the product will be reduced. What are general issues in manufacturing of the sensor? So some of the fundamental concepts about the capability of the availability sensor upon the noisy and adverse manufacturing environment creating damage in the sensor in real world situation. So short-term constant, every time it is variable, constant is varying. So continuous same input is not there. In this, one of the issues in, for example, I already told an example, no? That is a variation of the height of the tool electrode. It is a short-time constant. Every part is having usually changes. So in chemical changes monitoring. Chemical changes monitoring is non-linear behavior. So we cannot say that linear behavior of the chemical changes. So now this will monitor. We cannot predict the next changes. That is because for example, contamination of the flow electrolyte may continuously monitoring, but we cannot predict immediately. So not only changes from matter chemical changes in the materials and the processing industry, it's very difficult sometimes. So where they are measuring part is difficult. So where we are measuring a rate of measurement changes the rate, it is another kind of issues. Infer measurement, that is directly measurable or indirectly measurable, another kind of. So that indirect measurement, we are depending on another input of energy. So point of measurement, another. Sorry. Okay. So how we are applying this sensor technology in the manufacturing process. For example, thermosetting polymer composite. I want to produce thermosetting polymer composite. How would it used in the sensor? So it is a process control variable. It is a process control variable section. So Q time, material temperature, compactance. As if we are measuring the time, here measuring the autoclave, back pressure, here measuring the autoclave pressure. Then in situ parameters to be changed. Here we are changing it. So glass transmission temperature, degree of cure, viscosity, resin pressure, flow. This kind of change we have to make. So desired material product properties will be, suppose I want to make the modulus and meet the modulus and strength of the material. So the residual stress must be based on this. The residual stress is based on the glass transmission temperature. The glass transmission temperature based on the degree of cure. It is based on the material temperature. It is based on the measurement. So we can derive like this. So residual stress is also dependent on the strength of material. So entire manufacturing system is for thermosetting polymer composite manufacturing. We need so many variety of measurement we can do, and based on the measurement we can act on the process parameter. Then only final product can be obtained. So another thermoplastic polymer material. A simple example. So use of current to heat the graphite fiber bed near the laydown point. Here we are using the sensor here for proper laydown polymer material composite. So curing thermosetting resin, we have one of the sensor materials involved. So photo scattering intrinsic sensor technology employed in the potential satisfy the many kinds of needs and cost effective. Use a laser fiber optics can accommodate multi-property exchanging. That is, the laser fiber optics we can use for resin temperature measurement, viscosity measurement, degree of cure, degree of surface that can be measurement. So next one is the advantage of the technology we can use for including size, survivability, versatility, inaccessibility environment we can use. So laser fiber optic technology can be demonstrated to perform in situ chemical analysis, that is for better control. So sensor material need for consider thermosetting process to composite, for example, the choice of the technique we can use as into process and monitoring is governed by factors as speed response and cost and reliability. We can use for the thermosetting plastic resin. Okay. In another example, so it is accurate control for the common employed for rapid thermal processing. So back surface emission technique based on sensor lead error in the particular temperature measurement. So the new kind of long wavelength infrared sensor is used in that place for meeting the exact measurement. So we can use the alternate technology for meeting the circuits. So semiconductor manufacturing, we can use the same kind of. So next one is life cycle management. So industrial factory where downtime is affecting the more for the manufacturing process. That is a downtime, that is life cycle management, condition monitoring of equipment. So there are two kinds of maintenance there. That is, one is a proactive maintenance and it's downtime maintenance. So suppose the downtime maintenance means that is equipment is breakdown happens. That after that we can go for repair means will be affecting the production. So condition monitoring of the equipment is given proactive maintenance. So equipment, industrial equipment, we can sensor used for condition monitoring system in the industries. So on machine condition monitoring sensor, the data transmission to the expert system. The expert system indicating take the historical measurement, how long it will be, for example, change of oil or a refill of oil, or change of V-bolt, change of something, tightening the V-bolt. So many adjustments are there. So continuous monitoring must be there for it would be avoiding the failure of the system. So another next important is missile and aircraft. The aircraft and missile is give more importance for sensor. In aeronautical industry, we are using the sensor based for the developing their products. So here an example, jet in the example is given. So where so many parameters are there. In this parameter, we have to measure various kind of measurement we have to do. What are the measurements we can do? Means here magnetic pickup sensor can be measured using the fan speed. The thermocouple may used for measure the engine gas temperature, fuel oil, as well as fuel oil and hydrodynamic fluid temperature. Optical parameter can be measured for the temperature rotating set turbine blade. So pressure dashboard is used for gas pressure. So strain gauge used for the diaphragm sensor and for monitoring the oil and fuel hydraulic pressure. The linear and rotary variable differential transducer we can use for value position. So ultraviolet light photoelectron detector can be used for augmenting the flame. So in this table we are showing that the engine diagnosis system. So for example, we have the sophisticated car now. In this car, dashboard is mounted there. Some indicator blinking with them, it will indicate that there is a kind of fault is coming into the vehicle or car. So similarly, the engine even detection with low pressure turbine rotor and high pressure turbine rotor speed, turbine airfoil temperature, hot start, engine start. This can be measured with the sensor. Engine performance depends on the fuel flow, engine pressure, Mach number, thrust level. These are the parameters for the measured by for engine performance determination. So next, engine operating temperature, engine flight time, and hot section time. It is life features of the data collection. So control system fault reduction can be measured by the electronic control fault and system faults. Okay. So equipment condition monitoring system for aerospace industry. For example, the engine diagnostic system is input. So many input we need. For example, here data for the turbine, digital electronic control, temperature, actual temperature, pressure, speed, control fault codes. So data from the airplane freight control system, throttling position, altitude, and air speed, climb angle, back angle. These are what the output is, the engine operation performance and the usage. For ground support equipment can support for the freighting. This kind of is very useful in the different systems. So now we are going for healthcare industry. So the healthcare industry is used for the sensor. So smart materials offer a significant role in our lives, covering the various kind of sensor activation applications in healthcare due to responsibility. That is, a moisture or pH value, electric and magnetic field. These materials are also suitable for unforeseen biomedical, emerging human motions, environment, body heat, and shaping biofuel devices. What we are coming to convey the message here means, so now we are discussing about remaining traits are only how we are using this conventional chain sensor. We are combining the power harvesting system to activate batteryless system. That is, recharging is one of the major issues in the electronics. You know that we recharge the phone, recharge the headphones, everything will be recharged. We forgot to recharge, but it is not good for human organ. Human organ is it should be self-recharging system must be introduced. So in the remaining slides, we discuss about how the self-powered sensor can be utilized for the human organ systems. So some of the system we are bad. So already we have the e-capsules, electronic skin, micro needles, blade activator, robotic band. So in addition with, we are using the wearable triboelectric energy harvester, implantable triboelectric energy harvester, piezoelectric energy harvester, thermoelectric energy harvester, solar energy harvester. This kind of harvesters there we can fix into the body. With the body, based on the body movement, body condition, it will be generating necessary energy for recharging this above sensor. So sensor activators. This kind of sensor we know that. So for example, therapeutic. So wearable. This classify two categories: wearable and implantable. So wearable means actually we can wear. Just pets and implantable means we can have it inside of the body. So how we can activating this kind of sensor using this energy harvesting. For triboelectric effect, we can use it for by walking. So here, by tying the bond, here we can use the thermoelectric and piezoelectric effect. We can combine for the charging. The solar energy we can use it for solar cell. We use it for charging the system. So certain are technologies for wearable and portable sensor device. So nowadays we have a technology for using energy harvester external unit simulation. For example, these are the application of the sensor we are doing having the in our medical field. So what is the simulation electrode? We can have the sensor for this kind of we have sensor for transport. So research already having this are the research identification reference. So simulation based, sensing based, activation based, we have the sensor. For activating this sensor, how we can harvesting this energy. So these are the energy harvesting, triboelectric effect, piezoelectric effect, thermoelectric effect, solar, shadow, and heat and body fluid. This kind of source we can generate the energy harvest to activate in the previous slide discussed sensor. So wearable and implantable triboelectric non-generating generators based physical sensor healthcare application. First, figure A shows the self-power triboelectric nano generator based pulse generation. Here we can wear the pulse generation. Okay. Next one is electronic auditory platform for based on the triboelectric effect. So we there is a third one is a woven fabric. The triboelectric sensor for blood pressure monitoring. With the fabric we can use it for the blood pressure monitoring. So triboelectric yarn woven chest strap for using for the respiratory monitoring. So the smart functional socks we can use for the Parkinson disease, curing Parkinson disease. That is the next one is tank-based smart sensor vision for the fall detection. Suppose we are going to fall means we can detect the fall detection. We can use the sensor. And this So this is a tank sensor. We are using the bladder volume indicator with shape memory analyze used for the activities. The shape memory analyze you can use it for the sensor for activating this kind of. Another kind of wearable physical sensor healthcare application is liquid metal based sensor for ECG application for liquid metal based sensor. Here polylactic acid based sensor for skin and temperature monitoring. So mono activated sensor and heat beating monitoring, we can use this. Visual zirconium titanium based sensor actually pulse and breathing monitoring, we can use for this. This is pulse sensor. So pulse sensor polymer transistor for pulse monitoring, we can use it here. Pulse sensitive polymer transistor for pulse monitoring. Okay. Piezoelectric strain sensor for wrist motion monitoring. Because there is monitor the wrist motion using this. So we are coming to end. So piezoelectric based sensor for blood pressure monitoring. So actually, in this course we are designed for how we are developing the new materials for sensor. What is the research potential? We are using the sensor. These are discussed now. Any question we can ask.